Hey guys, it's Alex here, and I'm back with Afan Lido. I kind of forgot to record after the end of the season, so what I will be doing is going back and reviewing that season quickly. So yeah, kind of forgot to do that. After February, where do we get to? February, where are we? There we go. I was 8-0, I remember playing that. Bangor City had next 2-1. Costigan and Elvis got one there. That gives us a 2-1 win. Haverfordwest was 2-1 also. Thomas Griffin and Joshua Calvo. We lost the first leg at home to Wolves 1-0. Daniel Olsen in the 82nd minute. We did very well to hold on till then. They had completely dominated us there. So we lost the first leg 1-0, which didn't bode well for us. We then went on to win 2-1 at Port Talbot. Calvo, Lopez da Silva penalty miss, but then he got the rebound. But then look at this. We beat Wolves. Oh God, where is it now? We beat them 2-0 after extra time. Uh, we didn't dominate this game either, but somehow out of nowhere, Callahan gets a goal, and then 108th minute Esposito gets us the goal to win it. 2-1, beating a Premier League team. Ridiculous. That's just insane. Um, but we are through to the next round, actually. After that, we took on Presterton in the quarterfinals, 3-0. Doyle with a rare goal, Lopez da Silva and an own goal. Thanelli, 5-1. Calvo with 2, Cray and Callahan, another own goal there too. Bangor City was 1-0. Bowley with the only goal there. We then had Real Sociedad at home. We beat them 2-1. We were down 1-0 and then 2 goals. Costigan and DeVault got us 2 goals there to give us a 2-1 win. Sadly, though, we couldn't do the same as we did to Wolves. And we lost 3-0 away. Just couldn't do anything that game. Really bad. Lost 4-2 in aggregate, but still, to get to Europa League second knockout round, pretty happy. So now we can turn our focus to the league. Quite far in actually. TNS 2-1, DeVault and Alan Williams. Haverfordwest 3-0, Esposito, Callahan and Calvo. Thanelli 3-1, Lewin, Griffin and DeVault. Welsh Cup semi-final 5-0, Elvis with a hat-trick, Nardiello and Dan Hillwood. Port Talbot was 2-1, Tom Wiley and Callahan. Premier League Cup final, we beat them 3-1. Callahan with a hat-trick and Hillwood was sent off. 2-0 against TNS. Bowley with 2. It's a really weak team actually. We beat them 2-0. And then the Welsh Cup final versus TNS, we beat them 6-0. Callahan with a hat-trick. DeVault, Cook and Costigan completely dominated them. Great season overall. If we look at the Premier League for that year, is this? Yeah. Finished top, 32 wins out of 32 again, 112 goals, 15 against, which is pretty bad for us actually. But sort of same old, same old. TNS second, Bangor City third. Bridgend and Rill got relegated. If we look at the awards, gonna go Welsh Premier League Young Player of the Year. Chris DeVault won it. 19 appearances, 13 goals, 7 assists. Great year by him. Top goal scorer was Jonty Baverstock, Joe Tynan and Ashley Holloway. We weren't anywhere near there. Oh, Colin Allen's already retired, bloody hell. But yeah, we were so much like turning around like the team and stuff. Couldn't get one. Team of the season though, DeVault was up there. Chapman, Clancy and Calvo. As you can see, they're the big players up there because they were playing in Europe most of the year. Forwards. Team of the season, player of the year was Jim Clancy actually. 17 appearances, 5 goals, 1 assist, 26 voting points for him. 7.64 average rating, so I did pretty well for him there. Manager of the year was me. Again, I think that's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. And that was our 8th Welsh Premier League and our 9th Premier League Cup, which makes us the all-time record holders for that. So, now, let's go into transfers. So, bad. Well, we let go Emil Wick. Sammy Cornely left. We started to get rid of a few players actually. Marlon Arnold left to Shrewsbury for 45k. Uh, Good money on him, good profit. Steve Nolan, Aldershot for 35k, 25k profit. Lopez da Silva to Shrewsbury for 40k. Ian Finley to Cardiff for 160k, which is great. But then here comes the big blow. Ken Boyce for 160k to Plymouth. That was his release clause. I didn't even realise. And they offered a contract. We offered him a massive contract, but he took theirs 6.25k a week. We only offer him 3. So he unfortunately left for only 160k. He's a great player for us. Really good. One of the Chelsea players to come through us. But unfortunately, couldn't do well. And then Jack Dougal and John Pickett got loaned out this year. But coming in, I think we definitely did some good deals coming in. Let's go with Jonathan Miller first. From Man U, went on loan to Stockport, Birmingham, Hajduk split twice. But Jonathan Miller, look at that. He has a 4-star rate, 4-star current ability, 4-star potential, 22 years old. Looks a very good player overall. He's going to be playing our attacking mid role, even though I think he might be a defensive player. But very good. He's going to be a starting centre mid actually. Frank Birds, 18-year-old English right mid from Man U also. 2 players from Man U. He's got 4-star potential, 1.5-star current. But if you look at our right mids are really poor compared to the rest of the team, so we need to improve that. Luke Chambers. This was really random. He just popped up in my inbox as a scout report, and 30 years old, but he's still 4-star current ability, 4-star potential. So while Shane Bird and Sean Fowler developed this year, give him a 1-year contract, come from Chesterfield, but I think he can definitely do a job this year. Very good. And then this guy also, this is just looking through the under-21 teams and under-19 teams of Europe. Polish player, Sergiusz Szumski, 18 years old, looks quite good there, 4-star potential ability, came from Wolfsburg actually, as you can see he's done very well so far. But yeah, that would be our transfers. But if you look at that, Ian Alfie, he had bids from Derby, he had bids from Man City, and I think someone else, which is absolutely ridiculous, 525k. And Christopher, he had bids from Peterborough for 425k and Crystal Palace. Also, I want to show you this. Christopher, he's 17 now. But look at that. 2 appearances for Wales. And also, if you look at Wales records, the youngest player. Christopher is the Wales youngest player, one of my original one of my youth team players, which is amazing. So we look at the team there, got some really good players coming through, ability wise already. We've got some great players. Under 18, under 19s, not really anyone stood out coming in last year. David Hill, he's come through, 16-year-old centre back, looking to develop him. Robert Williams, a right mid, but not as good as Ian Alfie, Sean Fowler, John Paul Bishop, not Dale Holmes, David Holmes. But yeah, so if I show my tactics actually, this is basically my backup team. This is the team I would play in the league sometimes, and that's just completely different. And then if I go to this team, this is a completely different team. I'd probably put Callahan on there, throw Esposito up, and Genovese. Miller's replaced Hillwood, Clancy, Holmes, Williams, Chambers in goal. But look how many players we got. We got so much to do with. But I was looking, Josh Doyle's a half-star player, but he's still amazing compared to the rest of the teams in the league. But if we go through our fixtures now, finally, we had 2 friendlies, Afan Lido Reserves, Bristol City. Then we had Zelznica 5-0 at home. Costa with 2, Callahan, Bowley and Cray. And then 6-1 away. Even better. Esposito, Christopher hat-trick, Cray and Nardiello. Then we had Shamrock Rovers, who are a very big team. I've played them before and lost twice. Away we drew 2-2. Taking the lead twice, Sean Hume and Andrew Genovese. Dennis Byrne scoring their goals for them, quite a good player. Looked in signing him once, but his wages are too high. Then we had a Cardiff versus Friendly, because if they offer, we automatically accept because they're our parent club. But then at home, 2-0 against Shamrock. Ian Alfie, penalty. That's his first goal for the club. That was his first goal for the club. He's been playing 4 years in the first team now. Well, 3 really. But it's not really a goal scorer. And then Craig gave us the 4-2 win there, which was very good. We then had Newtown in the league. They coming back for the league for the first time in a while. And our second team smashed them 7-0. Thomas Griffin with 2, Craig with 2, Calvo with 1, and Shumsky on his debut with 2 goals also. We then had HJK in the Champions League Cup playoff, and we beat them 6-1 away when it was supposed to be a very tough game. We took the lead from Jonathan Miller, his first goal of the club, 2 minutes in. And then Robert Paraneva scored for him. Look at this play. He's amazing. Approached to sign him. Doesn't want to talk to me. But they've got some really good players for them. But then we just stormed it. DeVault with 2. Clancy, Craig, and Elvis McGenzie to make it 6-1. Carmarthen in between, 3-0. Calvo, Lewin, and Elvis again. And then HJK on the home. DeVault with a 22-second goal. And then Miller, second half, gave us an 8-1 aggregate win to take us into Europe for another year. Airbus was 3-1 there. Craig, a Lampkin own goal, and Shumsky again with another goal. But that gives us our Champions League. And look at that group there. Afan Lido, Sporting, Liverpool, another big team, and Galatasaray for the second time. So hopefully, this year we can push for second. Last year we did alright. We narrowly missed out. Year before that, we missed out again by 1 point. So hopefully this year we can make that step into the second place. Look at the table so far. We are top. 13 goals for, 1 against. 12 goal difference. Player stats in the league. Ian Lewin, Marcus Craig, Shumsky are up there. Damien Wilcox has started well. He's got 6 goals already. Craig and Shumsky are up there also. Calvo's up there with assists. If we look at our team overall, look at their stats. Appearances, we got Craig on 7. DeVault's got 6. Assists, DeVault's got 6 also. Look at 6 goals, 6 assists. 4 for Alfie. Average rating, Thomas Griffin's up there with 9.4, 8.6 for Hillwood. Just a great... Look how many goals are spread out here. Look at that. Probably not 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 goal scorers already this year. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 25... 31 goals are scored already this season, I think that would be, which is a bit insane. But hopefully we go. I'm really quite amazed I got Luke Chin, because I just gave up. I was like, oh, I'll play my 2 youth players, and then suddenly out of nowhere he appears, and he's 30, good experience. I'm training Sean Fowler with him, so hopefully he can do well. So basically what's going to happen is I'll try and remember to go to February, not go past it. Yep, I'll do that, and then, yeah, I'll just update you then, see what happens. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Making some great progress here, I really think we are. But yeah, it's been Alex, guys, and I'll see you later.